Okay, so the first test we're going to do is just the regular iPhone. I have my iPhone mounted on my dash, and all my windows are closed right now. So this will give you an idea of what the audio sounds like for just your iPhone mounted to the dash. Now let's try opening some windows, and you can see what that sounds like. Okay, so now I have my sunroof open, my windows down. You would never do this while you're on the phone, and well, it's pretty obvious why. But this is just the iPhone microphone. Now we're testing, your typical iPhone headset. These are the headphones that came with my iPhone 6s Plus. So this is what a lot of people will actually use in their car. Now, I'm not a big fan of this because it plugs both of your ears. I mean, I guess you could use one, but it really just doesn't work the way you would really want it to. The noise canceling is okay, but it's definitely not stellar. It also depends which way this little mic is pointing. So let's see how well this does when I open all the windows. Okay, so now I've got all my windows open, I've got my sunroof open, and to give you an idea of the kind of noise that you're going to get with this setup. Probably not something you're going to want to have a conversation doing, but it gives you an idea of the kind of noise canceling that you get from just the standard Apple headset.
Okay, let's step up to something just a little bit better than what we were using with the Apple headset. This is a Plantronics Edge. It's a typical in-the-ear executive-style headset that you'd see lots of people using. Cost-wise, it's about the same as some of the other headsets that we're looking at, so it's really not a big cost difference. It is a premium headset with premium features. It does have some noise cancellation, and the battery life on this thing is about 5 to 6 hours of talk time, so it's actually pretty good. Plus, it comes with this little doohickey that you can store the headset in, which also recharges it. It's not a bad headset. This is my personal one. I've been using it for years, and it's really good. I like it because I can really throw it into my bag. Now, let's see how well it does when we open all the windows. I'm doing the same speed I've been doing the whole time. My cruise control is set to 80 kilometers an hour. And you'll see what kind of noise cancellation that you'll get with this headset. It's okay. It's definitely better than speakerphone or something like that. But definitely you're not going to want to drive with your windows open while using this headset. As you can tell, I am speaking a little louder with the windows open just because that's what you naturally do, which there's a lot of background noise. So let's see what happens when we try the original model of the BlueParrott BT250 VXI. Okay, so this is the headset that started it all. The original VXI BlueParrott BT250. This is the one that really started the business for VXI, and the one that if you go online, all of the truckers were saying was the best headset they'd ever owned. It's sold mostly in the truck stops and places like that because the noise cancellation on this thing is absolutely killer, aside from the fact that the battery life is so good. I've been a huge lover of this headset for so long, and quite frankly, when they said that there was a new one coming out, I absolutely had to get my hands on it, and that's why we're doing this review. So let's try the same test we did a second ago with all the windows open. Here we are with the BT250, and I've got all my windows open, and as you can tell, it's significantly better. You really can't tell. Now, I mean, who would drive around with their windows open in the middle of the summer on the highway doing 80 kilometers an hour, which I've been doing for all of these tests so far? Nobody would. But it just gives you an idea of the kind of noise cancellation that you can have with a really good quality headset like this. So now let's try the brand new one.
Okay, so I made you go through all of that really to get to what you wanted to hear, which is the brand new VXI BT450 XT model. So this is the brand new model. In full disclosure, this is a press unit. So I asked BlueParrott to send me one so that I could try it because I couldn't find one locally that I wanted to buy. So what are the highlights about this guy? Well, the noise cancellation is supposed to be even better than the original model. This one supports HD voice. So if you have an iPhone or an Android phone that supports HD voice for HD calling, those features work with this headset. Also, if you're using it attached to a PC or attached to another device, you'll get better audio quality. Putting it on a scale, I will tell you, it is exactly to the gram twice the weight of the BT250. I'll show you right here. This is the weight of the BT250. And this is the weight of the BT450. Yes, it is absolutely double the weight, but you get something for that weight. First of all, it's not that heavy to begin with, but you do get a nice rubber band around the top here. You also get two different options for the ear pad, as I'm showing you right here, and the battery life is absolutely stellar. They've added the new VXI button on the side, which is programmable from the application. You can choose what function you want it to do. So you do have some neat features you're getting for that. It has a much larger side piece for holding on the side of your head. The microphone is basically the same, but it's a little bit more adjustable on the front, and it did come with an extra wind guard in the box. So now let's do our test. We're still doing 80 kilometers an hour on our cruise control. Let's open all the windows and see how it does. So first the roof, then the back window, and now our side windows. So we're still doing 80 kilometers an hour. Cruise control is set. Haven't changed anything. It's the exact same day. And as you can see, the noise canceling on this thing is killer. You can actually have a conversation. On the previous model of this, I used to have telephone calls in my open top Jeep with no top and no doors, and I could have a conversation. The only thing that was really preventing it was hard for me to hear because it was so hard to, but the people on the other side have no problem. Once I actually close the windows, people think I'm in my office. They have no idea that I'm out on the road. I think there's some great improvements. One of the best things that they've done with the new BT450 over the previous version is this. This is the charge port in the old 250. It was a barrel connector. So you really had to be careful that you didn't lose either the car charger or the home charger that you got for this because it's special. On this model, there's now a mini USB plug right on the bottom. So the same charger you use for your Android phone or for many other home electronics, you can now use with this headset.